Odie Loke Sports Info here, back with another vid for you guys. Yeah, y'all, hit that subscribe, like, bell icon so y'all can be notified of this real, because y'all know Odie Loke keeps it real. Yeah, you guys, let's get into it. Let's understand why the ErrolSexuals are really mad at Terrence Bud Crawford for really exposing that Earl Spence Jr. was born in New York and that the Charlos are from Lafayette, Louisiana, right? These guys are really mad because most of them are from Texas, right? Most of Earl Spence Jr. fans are from Texas, right? And they taking it personal because they really know deep down that Earl Spence Jr. is not, he wasn't born a Texan. Yes, he did move there when he was younger and all that, but he wasn't born a Texan. And that's just a fact. Just like the Charlos wasn't born Texans. It's just a fact, right? Now, they mad because they basically, like if you take those two guys away from Texas, what does Texas have in boxing? Right? So this is why the ErrolSexuals are really mad, right? The ones that's from Texas. This is why they really mad. Because if you take away Earl Spence Jr. from Texas, you take away Jermell Charlo from Texas, what do they have in Texas? Virgil Ortiz? Who else from Texas? Right? Because it's like they don't have nobody. So it's offensive, right, to these guys. It's like, it's offensive, but you can't say that about Terrence Bud Crawford. Right? He was born in Nebraska. He could have moved anywhere he wanted to move, right? And rep that city and rep, right? Like he could have moved anywhere he wanted to move and rep the city. But he stayed in Omaha, built his foundation in Omaha, did everything in Omaha. So the ErrolSexuals, they are mad because you can take away Earl Spence Jr. and Jermell Charlo from their boxing, from their boxing state. And what do they have? They don't have nobody. Right? And another question is, would Earl Spence Jr. be a bigger star if he was repping New York? I think he'd be a way bigger star if he was repping New York. Why do I say that? Because New York is an international state. Everything comes through New York. Fashion first, modeling, everything comes through New York first. So I feel if Earl Spence Jr. was repping his city of New York, he would be way fucking bigger than what he is repping Texas. That's just my opinion. Right? Because he have had international fans. He have fans from France, fans from, from overseas. This is what people don't understand. He have fans that's in the fashion district. He have fans that's, you feel what I'm saying? Like Earl Spence Jr. will have a lot more opportunities. He'll probably be, he'll probably get endorsements with suits, right? He'll probably get endorsements with, with watches, like some of the similar shit that Some of the similar shit that AJ doing, right? Man, because the dude can be a model. Let's just be honest, right? He be clean. So he could be a fashion model in New York at the same time a boxer. Me, I just feel like Errol Spence Jr. would be way fucking bigger if he was repping New York. That's just my opinion. Right? Because Texas got their own market, but New York is an international state. Everything comes through New York before it goes anywhere in America. It comes through New York first. And sometimes Miami, you know, like all the drugs and stuff like that come through Miami and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But as far as the fashion and, you know, the fine wines, you know, the luxury shit, all the luxury shit in America, it comes through New York first. But those fools are acting like they over invested wrestling fans. Oh yeah, bro. Like the reason that the Texas fans are really mad at Crawford for exposing that Dolomite is because if you take away Crawford, right? If you take away, I mean, like if you take away Spence and Jermell Charlo from Texas, they don't have nothing, right? They don't have nothing in boxing. So it's like so that offended people, you know, right? Because they the best thing going over there. The only other person that I know from Texas is Virgil Ortiz, right? I think he's from San Antonio. But other than that, shit, there's nobody else popping over there. And I also think that the Charlos, they would be able to sell out more shit if they was representing Lafayette, Louisiana. Why? Because what's in Lafayette, Louisiana? Nothing. They would be the biggest thing in Lafayette. Right? Instead of being so small in Houston, man, because they tiny in Houston. So just imagine they would be huge in Lafayette. So I'm just looking at it from, yeah, they got, they in a big market in Texas, but if Errol Spence Jr. was in an international market in New York, man, this guy would be probably huge. Right? He'll be able to sell out the Barclay. Right? This man would be fighting in Madison Square Garden. Just think about that shit. He'd be fighting in a historical place all the time, selling it out. Errol Spence Jr. Right? Sells out Madison Square Garden again. Even though Madison Square Garden is real tiny and all that, it just got a historical factor to it. Right? You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's Dallas Stadium is huge, but fighting at Madison Square Garden is better than fighting at Dallas Stadium. Right? Because there've been legendary fights at Madison Square Garden. Legendary. Historical. So, shit, every fighter probably want to get up in there. But me, I'm just looking at it, like the ErrolSexuals, they just really just mad, because if you take these two guys away from Texas, I mean, shit, they don't got nobody. They don't got nobody that can hold it down, right? Jerron Boots Ennis, he from Philly, born in Philly, raised in Philly, he from Philly, right? Terrence Bud Crawford, born in Omaha, raised in Omaha, that's where he from. Errol Spence Jr., he was born in New York, moved to Texas when he was young. Yes, he did move over there when he was young, but he wasn't born in Texas. And most of his family still stay in New York. Right? So, Shit, I don't see why they was shit. Like Al Heyman, he kind of messed up when he did that, right? He should have said, "Wait, Earl, we gonna, like you a country boy, but you got ties to, the two teams. So we gonna try to shop you out here in this New York market, right? Try to get you some endorsement deals so you can make money outside of boxing." That's one thing. Like, why don't none of these PBC fighters got endorsement deals like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, the only one who really got one, I think, is Wilder. They really don't got no, like they don't got no suit deals. They don't got no watch deals. They don't got no Pepsi commercial, no Gatorade commercial. Shit, I seen Ryan Garcia on a Gatorade commercial. See, now that's marketing. That's promotion. See, now everybody, they can say whatever they want to say about Ryan Garcia, but he on a Gatorade commercial. Right, with him and Damian Lillard. So he's, I mean, salute 913. Man, now we can say whatever we want to say about Ryan Garcia, right? Like he's Instagram and and all that, but he know how to promote the hell out of himself. This man is on a Gatorade commercial, man. That's gonna play over and over and over and over and over because he on there with an NBA star. Come on, man. That's marketing. Why don't Errol Spence or Terrence Crawford got this type of shit going? That's what I'm trying to really, like we got the question that too. Like, why don't you guys got no suit deals or no watch deals, no shit, no commercials, no nothing, right? So I don't know, man. Like like they need a better PR team or something, man. Because if I was them, man, I will guarantee that my boxer will have a suit deal, or he have an Everlast deal, or some kind of glove deal, a mouthpiece deal. He'll have some kind of shit going on. Not just making t-shirts and no. No, like he'll be able to, like shit, like even if he retire, he'll be able to live off his endorsement deals. Right? He getting $1-2 million a year off that. So I don't know. Yeah, y'all, but that's the reason that they mad. But I truly think though that Earl Spence Jr. would be huge. I mean, for real, like the way he be beating up people and all that, and in New York, he will have a lot more opportunities, to be rich as hell. Right? He'll have a lot of more opportunities to be rich as hell. Remember the 80s Sugar Ray? Yeah, no, yeah, bro. Shit, like Marvin Hagler, he had a couple, he had a deal. Thomas Hearns, I think he had a suit deal. Yeah, man, like like all the old school boxers, they used to have shit going on. Shit, like Anthony Joshua, though, man, he got shit going on right now. He got shit. He got a watch deal with, he got Hugo Boss. He got shit Lamborghini. He got all this shit going on, outside of boxing. So when his career end, all he got to do is just end on a high note. All he really got to do is just end on a win, and he can retire, and he can still sell suits and shit. Right? He can still sell watches. He can still, still be in these commercials and bro, shit. I don't know, man. I don't know. Shit, but I guess that's time consuming, right? That's less time to be in the gym, right? Because you got to do all these commercials. You got to fly here, fly there, fly. Like so. So a lot of boxers, they probably don't want to do that, right? Because they all trying to protect they right? They all trying to protect they O in the boxing world, what they not even thinking like, shit, I can get a suit deal. Shit, that's paying me shit like just as much as boxing. I mean, you feel what I'm saying? I don't even have to worry about this shit. Like, shit, I could retire and just be clean. You feel what I'm saying? Shit, I'm just on these little commercials for 30 seconds. You feel what I'm saying? Getting $1 million, $500,000 for 30 seconds of my time. Come on, man. Like, people is shit, I don't know. Hey, I don't know, man. But this is the new era, though. You know, this is the new era. Like, everybody chasing that undefeated. That's what spreads your, yeah, bro. That's what spreads your fan base. You feel what I'm saying? Just imagine Errol Spence Jr. in New York, right? And he still got ties to Texas, right? So he's still gonna get fans from Texas. He's still gonna get his fan base from Texas. Not as much, but but if you just put him in Dallas Stadium, right? Like he should be going back and forth from New York to Dallas. That's what I will be doing with Errol Spence Jr. I will be bouncing his ass from New York to Dallas, New York to Dallas, New York to Dallas. Because he got ties in both places. Right? Just imagine that fight with Udonis Ugas in Barclays Center. They could have charged the people a little bit more money because he would have sold out all the tickets. Because Barclay only fit what, like 20-some thousand, something like that. He got 40-some thousand people at what's the name. So they could have sold the tickets for a little bit more. But he would have put on a show like that. He would have got he probably would have got endorsement deals right after the damn fight. Man, but Hugo Boss, yeah, like they said, talk to them. Like this suit company said this. This endorsement company said that. This endorsement, like they said, call them. They said, call them. Come on, bro. Man, because when you in New York, you're dealing with international. That's why shit's so high out there in New York, because you're dealing with international. New York is tied to overseas more than any, state in the Americas. So when all the fashion come through, it go through New York first. Right? When all the, the music and all that shit, it go through New York first. It go through, like everything go through New York first. And then it spreads on out to the rest of America. So I could just see him just, like just in these commercials, just shit, not saying nothing. You feel what I'm saying? Just chilling, just looking at the beach in a Hugo Boss suit. Like, and you'll be like, shit, like Errol Spence Jr. got $500,000 for that. You feel what I'm saying? And he got a free suit. Right? You feel what I'm saying? And then that will grow his fan base so much. So every time he go to New York and fight, it's sold out every time. It's sold out every time. I mean, come on, man. Like, they don't know how to build fighters, bro. They really don't know how to do it. Like, Al Heyman is weak at building fighters, bro. Is horrible at building a fighter. I don't know what the hell are they thinking. Right? Because like if it was me, but since the small population in Lafayette, Louisiana, I don't know about nothing really cracking out there, Shit, they can have an undisputed, champion from their city. Man, them people will go crazy. Right? But he want to go to Houston, right? They want to go to Houston and they want to claim Houston and all that. But the people of Houston, they know y'all really not from Houston. That's why y'all don't be getting the love, that Errol Spence Jr. get, because Errol Spence Jr. was there when he was younger than y'all. But people remember Errol Spence Jr., when he was first getting into elementary and stuff like that. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all came there when y'all was in junior high, when y'all was about to be in middle school. So people looking at y'all different. So I don't know if they moved there because of Katrina or something like that. They probably moved there because of Katrina, because of Hurricane Katrina. But they should have been still repping they city. Period, point blank. Still rep Lafayette, Louisiana. Still rep it, man. Because if you came there when you was a teenager, damn near a teenager, bro, you from Lafayette. I mean, you feel what I'm saying? Like Errol Spence Jr., he got more of a say-so to say he from Texas because he came there when he was about 4 or 5, some shit like that. He came there when he was real young. But he wasn't born there. Right? He wasn't born there. I mean, for real. So we can say what we want to say, but the man wasn't born there. So yeah, you guys, man. Like I wanted y'all to just hear this though, man. That's the reason why the ErrolSexuals are mad. They mad because if you take away Charlo, you take away Errol Spence Jr., they don't got nobody in Texas that's doing nothing. Right? They don't have nobody else in Texas that's doing nothing. So, so of course they're going to get upset. You trying to take the best thing that we got going out here in Texas. You feel what I'm saying? Heard what you said on your last live. Just network with you brothers in community. Oh, yeah. Salute, real rap. Just network with the brothers in the community to get your channel. Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. Like, but I got to start going on, I got to start clicking these links, man, that my brothers be putting in the chat. You feel what I'm saying? Because I be looking at the live streams. I just don't be clicking the link, to be honest with you. But I'm gonna start doing that, man. I had to tell myself that. I'm like, bro, you got to start doing something, shit, because it's hard to grow my channel by myself. I mean, for real. Got to be honest about that. But yeah, man. But yeah, though, man. But that's something that that's something that Al Heyman should really look into, man. Like, I don't know why they haven't looked into that. That's something that he should really look into. It's like, bro, you probably holding back Errol Spence Jr. from being a mega star. Right? You probably holding this guy back from being a mega star, man, because all he got to do is fight a few times out there in New York. He got New York blood in him. They gonna accept him. They gonna accept him. I mean, you feel what I'm saying? Especially if he go out there and he handling his business. He going out there knocking out people, and beating up people. The way he beat up Ugas, if he was in New York and beat up Ugas the way like that, oh man, the Barclay would have went crazy. It would have been just craziness in there. Even though they did it in Texas, but it probably be too late now. You feel what I'm saying? Because he been repping Texas. I mean, shit, the people in New York, they probably won't take him back. You feel what I'm saying? They probably won't take him now. I'm like, nah, bro, you can't be flipping sides. You've been repping Texas. I mean, you feel what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. That's just something that they should look into, right? They should try to ease him into that New York market. And I feel like that Errol Spence Jr. would be he'll be a huge star. A huge star. Huge star, man. I mean, he have all kind of endorsements. But, you can't move Crawford into that field because he not, he don't got no ties. Period. He don't got no ties. Yep, jump on E-Thriller, Mac Mob, or Mark Nash and Reggie Owen. They're gonna help you build. It takes help to jump. Oh yeah, for sure, bro. Man, I look at all them channels too. You know what I'm saying? I'll be in the chat of all them channels, bro. Man, like, because I be loving their discussion. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it ain't, ain't nobody getting all super mad. Well, some people get, some people get mad, but it don't be, it ain't personal. It's just your opinion. You know what I'm saying? And I love that they got open They got an open platform. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm used to the, cult members, just shit, like dictating they whole channel. It's like, bro, like you want it to be boxing talk, boxing debate. No, you just want yes men on your channel. That's all you want. You just want people to agree with you. If they don't agree with you, get him out of here. Like, what? What type of girly shit is that? I thought we was all men on here. We all supposed to have our opinion, right? But as soon as my opinion differs from yours, and then I got a point, I got something you can't answer, oh man, get him out of here. Like, man. But these guys be having, man, right? They be having a ton of subscribers, but you go to the channels that be keeping it real, you be like, damn, bro, like, damn shit. Like, like shit, they be having subscribers, but they don't be having as much as these dudes who be lying. You be like, damn, so I see that lying, grows your channel, right? Especially coming from the cult members, because they all be, pushing the same narratives at one time. Right, you go to this channel, he pushing the narrative. You go to that channel, he pushing the narrative. You go to the next channel, they pushing the narrative. Go to this channel, they all talking about the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And if you repeat a lie so many times, shit, like some people, take it as the truth. That's all real fans of the sport. Yes, sir. Open panel. I like you break down propaganda bullshit the suits and these fanboys be pushing. Oh yeah, bro. Like, like I be trying to, I just try to think outside the box, real rap. I just try to think outside the box, bro. Man, because because like Bob Arum said, shit, they look at us as they look at us as dumb as rocks. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, this is how these promoters, this is how these people look at us. Dumb as rocks. We could just kick them any kind of way and they gonna fall for it. This came out of Bob Arum mouth. I mean, like, you feel what I'm saying? And when you look at boxing fans, you like, damn, you really can do that shit to these people. Right? Because they believe lies. They don't do any research. Right? Then they come up to you, then they talk to you. You just trying to, you trying to tell these people the truth. You literally trying to tell these people the truth, right? Because you got a good passion and a heart for boxing. You want them to know the truth. Oh, nah, you a hater. Oh, nah, you this. Oh, nah, you that. Then they spew out some shit that they heard from one of these channels. And you like, bro, did you even look that up? Or are you just regurgitating what the hell you heard? A simple Google search. So you too lazy to go on Google and Google this? That, I mean, like, that tells me everything I need to know about you as a boxing fan. You're not one, right? You're not a boxing fan. That's why I tell everybody, that's why I try to show y'all, you feel what I'm saying? But if I can't show y'all, I tell y'all to go and look it up for yourself. Well, Uncle UGC said, monetize lies. Hell yeah, bro. Like the fact, and then Real Rap says, like the fact that the truth pushers don't get some love as, oh yeah, bro, like we don't get no love, man. Like, you feel what I'm saying? And then we get attacked. The crazy thing, like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I done looked at E Thriller, Mac Mob, all these dudes, they got the open platform. They let you come on, talk your shit, do what you want to do, and then they get attacked. It's like, how the fuck are you attacking me? And you could come on and say what the fuck you want to say, but you don't attack these weirdo dudes who lying to you. You really be, I'll be like, damn, bro, like, that's for real. How the fuck are they getting attacked? And it's an open, all you got to do is click the link. I mean, that's all you got to do. Hit the link, go on there, say what you got to say. Right? Man, but some of the times though, like it be some of these, it be some of these weirdo channels. They just be, they just be trolling them. You feel what I'm saying? Because they know they not gonna have it like that. They don't want an open platform. Go and look at all the cult member channels. It's not an open platform. None of them. None of them is an open platform because they want to control the narrative. Period. Then you look up in their chat, it's wrenches everywhere. Everybody got a wrench. Right? That's just so when somebody come up in there who got a good point, who making a good, point on something, oh man, get him out of here. You will never get to see his point. You will never get to hear what he got to say. It's a yes man channel. All these channels are yes men channels. They want you to be yes men. Agree or get blocked. Period. That's what it is. Agree or get blocked. Right? Let's say you go on Blue Blood channel. You ask him a question. He's not going to answer your question. He going to ask you a question. And that's just a deflection tactic. That's called mind manipulation. No, answer my question first, then I will answer your question. No, but you will never win. See, look, and what people got to understand too, you will never win in the chat. Right? You will never win in the chat. If I'm talking to you and you in the chat, you will never win the conversation, right? Because it takes you too long to respond back. Right? Don't matter how much, like how fast you type, you know what I'm saying? It takes you too long to respond back. So it's going to look like you ducking questions. It's going to look like a lot of, stuff out here. Right? Because I can ask you one question, I can ask you another question, then I can ask you another question, then you, right? You behind on the questions. So you trying to respond to all of them, but you behind. Man, shit, your fingers can only move so fast. Right? But if it's an open platform, I can debate with you. I can get off what I got to say right there, right then. Right? But you go on most of these shows, they tell you to, hey man, like I didn't went, but actually, I had looked at B-Mac. I looked at B-Mac. He had went on this show. I forgot what show it was, because I was just looking at the show. And he just popped on the show. You feel what I'm saying? And I guess the dude wanted to smoke with him. So, he talking, he's trying to get off his point. The dude just mute him. I said, that's not an open platform. You want to control the narrative. You wanted somebody to come on your channel so you could try to seem like that you flaming them up by muting them. No, you looking like a coward. That's what it really, you're looking like a coward. Because you shouldn't have to mute nobody if you making valid points. For real, you shouldn't have to mute nobody if you're making valid points. They should be able to answer the question. You should be able to answer their questions. Right? Man, because the thing about ErrolSexuals, they make up lies on Crawford. We just tell the truth about Spence. That's the whole difference. See? They make up lies about Terrence Boyd Crawford. We just tell the truth about what the shit that Errol Spence Jr. say out his mouth. We just be repeating the shit that he say. Then we look at patterns that the PBC be putting on. Especially on my channel. You know what I'm saying? I just look at the patterns that the PBC be putting on. It's like, bro, we going through the same pattern again. Al, he's not really fooling nobody except for the people who don't want to do research, That's the only person who Al is really fooling. The people who don't want to look into the boxing. They just want to look at channels and repeat what these channels say, like these channels are right, just because they got a lot of subs. No, they just got a lot of yes men who love to hear lies, right? Who love to get bossed around. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Man, I got all these people up in here. I ain't gonna do this unless you do that. What? Damn, bro. You should be thankful that all these people coming to even see your channel. You feel what I'm saying? Now you demanding them to do something? See, this is that's when ego and, pride come, and bravado and all that shit come into play. It's like, bro, you should be happy. I mean, this shit is a blessing. I mean, you feel what I'm saying? Come on, man. It just be crazy, man. Be crazy how people be demanding shit online and people be giving it to them when they demand it. You be like, damn. Okay. I guess, man. Shit, I was raised different. Shit, you can't demand me to do shit because I'm gonna look at you like, what? Make me. That's my attitude. Make me do it. Let's see you make me. You can't demand me to do shit. You better ask me. I mean, you feel what I'm saying? Ask me to do it. Yes, I might do it. But demanding me, no, it's not gonna happen. You feel what I'm saying? It's not gonna happen. That's when it's gonna go left. And you're like, make me do it. Okay, if you can't make me do it, shut the fuck up. All right? I mean, come on, bro. But that's just how the world is, man. And okay, now what you say, real rap? The way you broke down Espinosa, don't put out the real numbers they made pack for. Oh yeah, bro. They don't put out they don't even put out no numbers. Like they put out, you see how fast that these Jermel Charlo numbers came out for the viewership and all that? Because that was good to them. Just those little viewership numbers. You feel what I'm saying? Like he didn't even do over 1 million viewership, but that's great to them. And let's get into this. How in the hell did this man make $10 million? And I looked at the tape. He never showed a $10 million check. He said he got $10 million. And I'm trying to think how, where did you make this money at? I know Al Heyman is not the one to be giving up money. Look at what's going on with Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence Jr. So what the hell are we talking about? Al Heyman is not the one to be losing money. He just gave Keith Thurman and Mario Barrios, he gave Keith Thurman $750,000. Man, and told him to make it work on your own, bruh. Al Heyman is not the one to be losing money. So you want to tell me a man who couldn't sell out 9,000 seat, right? Because it's really 8,000, but I guess they put another 1,000 seat around the ring. A 9,000 seat tennis arena, he can't even sell that out. Can't even get 1 million views on Showtime. But he made $10 million? How is that even fucking possible? So y'all mean to tell me, then I just showed y'all his guarantee the other day of $1 million, right? And Brian Castano got $500K and Jerron Boots Ennis got $400K. And I would have been pissed off if I was Brian Castano. I would have been like, what? Hell no, this fight ain't happening. I'm about to go and fight my mandatory and Tim Zoo, and I can get way more than that. Right? 500K? Damn. You couldn't even give me a meal? Damn, Al, I'm not worth a meal? This is undisputed. How the hell is Jerron Boots Ennis? He worth just as much as me? And I'm going in this fight for undisputed. See? But then people want to say, oh, man, he got money on the back end. From where? From what? Where did the money on the back end come from? Where? It wasn't pay-per-view. It wasn't nothing. Where? What it is that Jermell Charlo was so happy, and he just escalated his payday. That's all it was. Because I don't believe that he made 10 million. Al Heyman is not losing money. Showtime is not losing money. I don't care what nobody say. They're not in the business of losing fucking money. That's why they put that man in a tennis stadium. Come on. That's why they put him there. So they wouldn't lose money. Everything is money, gain money. But yeah, you guys, man, I'm going to keep it right there. But ErrolSexuals, they mad because Terrence Bud Crawford exposed, the greatest thing they got going in Texas right now. And that's Errol Spence Jr. and Jermell Charlo. You feel what I'm saying? But other than that, it's nothing. So subscribe to the channel, hit that like button. This Odie Loke Sports Info, and I'm gone, you guys.